Welcome back for one more little idle thought from Tumor Town with Bruce. I just want to mention my wife's Uncle Alfred. He was a Catholic priest. He did our wedding, and he was just the sweetest, nicest man, you could probably ever want to meet. I don't think he had a mean bone in his body. And, he would come down to visit Orlando. He was a parish priest up in, upstate New York, I think it was. And he would come down and we would go hang out at an Irish pub, have a burger, a couple of beers, and we would talk about all sorts of stuff. I was the pagan, and we would go about, the philosophy of religion, all this sort of stuff. You name it, we would talk about it. But it was always discussed in a very pleasant, congenial manner, with laughter and with humility, We enjoyed each other. We had fun, and it was really, really nice. And when they had the thing with the pedophilia stuff, he and a bunch of the priests up there came up with a letter, condemning it and chastising the bishop and, asking for his resignation or whatever it was, I think. And then the church retaliated against him and took him out of the parish and sent him to Africa on a mission for like 3 years, 4 years. He got sick while he was there, got some parasites. My wife is convinced he was never physically the same again when he came back. He never did go back to being an active priest again when he came back. He basically went into retirement, and his health declined fairly quickly, and he was gone. And that's a real shame. And I always teased Alfred, because he would tell me that he was praying for me, to have more work. So when we would meet and we would see each other, I would say, hey, things are a little slow. You must have stopped your praying, Let's get back on the stick here, partner. Oh, geez, okay, sorry, I'll get on it, And I told him that I wanted, in a fantasy world, what I would love to do is have an Irish pub called Alfred's. And I said, and I would have it manned by retired, curmudgeonly old priests and nuns with an actual confessional in the back so patrons could go and get a real confession. And it would be kind of like a themed, restaurant sort of experience. You would go in, they would come in, the nuns would take no guff, they'd have the ruler, they'd smack you on the hand, you'd hear prayers and all this stuff all the time, big, bell that you'd clang when you said something like a curse word or something, you had to pay up, whatever. Something that would just be really fun and goofy, and he was like, oh my goodness, no. And I said, if I was a multimillionaire and I had the ability, Alfred, I would do it. And I would hire actors to play the parts in the restaurant, but I would do it because I think it would just be a hoot. And so I just wanted to mention Alfred because he was a very special person, and I miss him. Sorry for the coughing. The cancer's catching up to me. So I better go take a break. Peace and hang tin.